It is an already strained system under more pressure than ever before. Toronto's shelters turned away a record number of people last month, and more money is needed to open up spaces. Advocates say the social safety net just isn't working.
It's impossible for so many people to survive right now.
The number of people turned away from the city's shelter system has been steadily increasing for months and hit a record high in June, when an average 273 people were denied shelter every night. That's up 175% from the same time last year, when the average was 99 people per night, and up more than 3,000% from June 2021, when just 7 people per night were turned away.
It's pretty devastating, and I would say not surprising based on sort of what I've observed.
The city says more funding is needed to expand the shelter system and meet demand. But outreach worker Lorraine Lamb tells us while shelter spaces are welcome, affordable housing is what's desperately needed.
Individuals in all sorts of shelters are stuck in shelters for years and years because there's nowhere to move on from. Shelters are supposed to be a temporary measure, but we've created a system and a reality where people live in shelters for over decades. That's completely unacceptable.
Of the almost 9,000 people in shelters in June, only 446 were moved to permanent housing. A total 3,208 people have been moved to permanent housing so far this year. The need comes as the city looks for spaces for asylum seekers and refugees after hundreds spent weeks sleeping on the streets.
It's not because there was an influx of refugees, but it's because our housing crisis has worsened.
As of today, 212 asylum seekers have been referred to an indoor space, but more are arriving every day looking for shelter.
They told us about some church. We're going to try and see whether maybe we're going to get a space over there.
Gafar Kamau arrived to Canada from Ghana on Friday, but has had no luck securing a spot.
They told us a lot of people inside there, so we can't get inside.
The situation has visibly improved at the intake office on Peter Street, with less than a dozen people there today. But rather than sleeping outside,
we didn't sleep outside. We sleep on the floor inside. But it's all good.
Okay, so you slept inside, but not in a bed, not in a room.
Yeah, because there was no space over there.
More than 10,000 people were considered actively homeless in Toronto in the last 3 months, according to city data, and almost half of them were between the ages of 25 and 44. For City News, I'm Tina Yazdani.